Today is day 4 of Occupation Los Angeles. You're watching Inside Out News.
Serving artists, teachers, kids, everyone, homeless kids here, paramedics. We are the 99. We are the 99. People come together. 99. Let's do this right. 99.
Today was a quiet day at Occupation Los Angeles. Not a lot of events going on today. I spoke to some of the organizers and they told me that they think of this today as the calm before the storm, a day to take a breath. They have a lot of events happening for the rest of the week, but today was a day for them to catch up and sort of take in everything. 3 people from the city council came to talk to the protesters. Those people were Eric Garcetti, Bill Rosenthal, and Richard Alacone. They came and they talked to the protesters. Unfortunately, we were not here for that talk. We didn't know it was happening this morning. But according to the organizers, it was inspirational. They said some very powerful things, and hopefully we'll be able to get a hold of a video of what they said. And as soon as we do, we will link to it on our website so that you can have access to that to hear exactly what was said. I also wanted to give a quick update on what the status is of the demands of the occupation here in Los Angeles. According to the people in the media team, a press release is going to be released at the end of the week. So hopefully, once that press release is out, we will be able to get a better idea of what it is that they want to do with the protests, what their long-term vision is for it. But in the meantime, you know, I've talked to a lot of people and here who are protesting, who are not part of the core group. And I get the feeling from them that they're really upset with the big corporate influence in politics and government, and how corporations are putting so much money into politics that it's very difficult for the people to actually have any type of say. And they're here just to get their voice heard and to see something change in regard to that. That's really the biggest thing I've heard, that the people are upset about corporations. And of course, the term that's been thrown around, corporate greed, is really what they're talking about. I wanted to go ahead to some interviews that I did today. I asked the protesters today what they thought, what it is that they think is the biggest threat to the 99%, and here's what they had to say.
I think that corporate greed is definitely a big threat. I mean, as they raise our taxes, as they're threatening to not reinstate the Obama tax cuts and raise my Social Security taxes, that really hurts me. And I think that's a threat to me. I'm struggling to pay my rent, and I work overtime every week.
It's the greed of a few who are able to quash the hopes and dreams of many.
Okay. And what do you think the 99% can do to stop that from happening?
First of all, start thinking for ourselves and not being told how to think and how to live life, and to have more of a spiritual of existence, because I believe that anybody who has spirituality in their lives are able to live a better, happier, deeper life, more meaningful. And when there's more meaning in your life, you're able to accomplish more good. And remember, if it is the 99%, so the 99% has the ability to affect that 1% with acts of goodness and kindness.
The biggest threat to the 99% is the fact that this greed is destroying our planet. Money isn't just money. Money is how we live. It's putting food on the table. It's education. It's healthcare. And right now, the top 1% of people in this country own something like 40% of the wealth. So there's a huge economic disparity in this country. and that affects our environment, it affects the way we treat each other, and people are upset.
Corporations,
In what way?
because they're involved in our government, so which makes our government business, not for the people.
And what do you think needs to be done to stop that?
Well, I guess taking corporate personhood out of government, that's the only way to stop it.
I wanted to give you an idea of what it's like to live at Occupy Los Angeles. The organizers have set up a first aid tent where you can go if you fall down or if for anything you need. They have hand sanitizers, things like that. Next to that is a food booth where people have donated food to the occupation. They're giving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have snacks for the protesters. Anything they want to eat, they can go ahead and have. They have a welcoming booth where you can go and get general information about events, or if you want to be a part of a committee, you go there. There's also a media booth set up, which is where some of the core members are to talk to the media, to direct them, to answer their questions, and it is also where they are live streaming the occupation. There's also a booth that was set up today that wasn't here any of the other days that I've been here. People have gone T-shirts, donated fabric that they've cut up that they're turning into bandanas and armbands, where they're putting slogans related to the 99%. I saw an armband that said "We are all Troy Davis." And I think that this sort of community that they're developing, this living, breathing community that they're developing is one reason why the number of tents here has doubled since Sunday. Sunday I counted 20 to 25 tents. Today I counted 55 tents. That means that there are at least 110 to 220 protesters here living at City Hall. The movement is not shrinking as the days go by. The movement is growing. So we'll see as the rest of the week progresses if the tents continue to grow, if the number of people sleeping over continues to grow. I find it interesting that the people who are actually tenting out tend to be of the younger generation in their 20s. They seem to be the ones who are holding the fort down. In the evenings, though, I do see a broader age range of people here. It seems as though older people, when they get off of their jobs, they're coming here to protest, to be a part of Occupation Los Angeles. So I think it's good to note that while a lot of people in the media have been saying that, you know, the movement, the occupation movement is about young people, it really isn't, because I've interviewed many people here in Los Angeles who are of all age range, retired, baby boomers, young people, parents with their children. They're all here. They're all here protesting what they see to be the problem, whatever it is that that person in particular sees as a problem. As I said, this is a short broadcast because there's not a lot going on today. So I hope that you get a nice idea of what's going on here. Tomorrow there will be more things going on. 10 a.m. there will be the City Council meeting here at City Hall, and the protesters will be at the City Council meeting. It's on the 3rd floor of City Hall. It's open to the public. I'm sure that the protesters will have a chance to talk to the council members to let them know why they're here. And hopefully, I think that they're looking to see if they will support their cause. So that wraps up our broadcast for tonight. I will be here again tomorrow, and we will see you then. So once again, this is Inside Out News, and I am Margot Paez. I will see you tomorrow. Good night.